folks, VC7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. And I am back in Interstellar Rift. Now, I had meant, when I showed the tutorial episode a few days back, to sort of just have a look at the game, do our usual first look thing. Well, another look. I had looked at it like a year ago. But I'll be honest with you, I was really quite intrigued. So I thought what we might just do is actually jump into a game. So if we click this, we can see there are lots of servers where we can jump in and have people spawn us and stuff. But we are going to actually play a solo game. We're not going to be in creative. We're not going to have indestructible ships. Let's call it Soul. Sure. Now, saved galaxies, we have none. Okie dokie. So we're going to start a new game. Connecting to local server. Alright. Now you have a choice when you start of becoming aligned with certain factions. Well, I guess becoming a member of certain factions. Hurlsco, Galactic Trade, S3, or Drifters. Now, Hurlsco, which is basically they're mining and resourcing. So you'd be looking at a ship that had its own asteroid collection system and probably a refinery, maybe. You know, and this is what they give you: $750,000 to start, 10,000 hydrogen, which is fuel for your ship, and 1,000 oxygen. Well, that's fairly self-explanatory. You need oxygen in your ship. You can start with the Galactic Trade. Now, they're haulers and traders, so you're going to end up with a ship that's got lots of cargo space for moving stuff around. You get offered the same starting goodies. Now, the other big change, you'll notice here, you get an HSC excavator Mark 1. Now, you don't get that. It will cost you 700,000 of your 750. Same with this. Now, it'll be a different ship. It'll be set up for hauling cargo. It will again cost you 700 of your 750,000. You can join S3. Now, S3 also gives you 1,200 rounds of ammunition because they are the Sentinel security systems. You'll go out fighting pirates. So if you want it to be a fighting game, you can select that. Again, this ship is not given to you. It's 700,000. So, well, 699, right? I mean, that's so close that why? Or you can be with the Drifters. Now, the Drifters, you don't get so much money, but what you do get is a bit of a break off of having to scrounge resources to build your first ship. Because you don't get a first ship. You must build your ship if you start with these guys. Or you can pick any of these, well, any of the top three, get the bonus of all of this, and simply grunt out what they're giving you here, and put $500,000 in your pocket. Which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually go with Hurlsco. Okay? We're going to confirm that. And there's going to be a bunch of bleeping and beeping and bzworting. And once all that's done, we're here. How quickly that loads, eh? And I gotta admit, it's a pretty dang impressive game. Keep in mind, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this the last time, but this base we're in, if you want to build this is all built out of in-game assets. And you're quite capable of building your own. So as you can see, we have nothing in our personal vault except the hydrogen and oxygen we were promised. Now, we could go over to the ship Storotron and buy ourselves that ship they promised us. Right? There it is. But like I said, she's 699,999 dineros. So, yeah, that's pretty much all your money. Mind you, you get a ready-built ship and you don't have to learn how to ever use the ship editor. So, yeah. Hey, dude. What do you got to say? Anything? Greetings, contractor. Tab. Let's bring up our mail. Apparently, we have mail. You have mail. Greetings, contractor. To get you started, we've made one of our finest vessels available for you to purchase. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Hate to say it, but I'm not going to be going that route. what we're going to in fact do is design our own ship. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can go down and start your, well, three ways, I guess. You can go down and start mining like a mad bugger and get all the resources required to build whatever you like for a ship. You can design your ship first, and for all practicality, designing your ship first is probably the smartest way to do it, because doing that will mean that you don't mine a bunch of extra resources you're not going to need. And if you build a ship that's going to have its own resource gathering system on it, then odds are those extra resources you got, well, they were kind of a waste of your time. However, if, like me, you actually enjoy the grinding of those particular resources, then go ahead and grind. Of course, the third way is half and half. Go grind some resources, get bored with that, edit yourself a ship, and then finish grinding whatever you've got left to grind. So these are your mission boards. Now, right now, as you can see, there's really not a lot on there. Yeah, simply search and destroy missions. Not something we're all that interested in at the moment. So, yeah. But that's okay, we can't do missions unless we buy that other ship, and the last thing we'd want is search and destroy. This is your Galactic Trade Center. This will allow you to buy things as well, including, if you want to, you can buy iron, copper, and all of that stuff. But, of course, that would be the sort of doperonic way to do things. Now this allows you to take out a loan or get insurance on your ship. Now, I suppose that's a good deal if you've got some big expensive ship in the works, but at the moment we have, well, nothing. So let's continue on here. This is where we actually design and modify our ships. It's a really, really cool process, but it's going to take an entire video on its own for us to do this. Yeah, it's very in-depth. It's a pretty darn good ship editor, too. Now, you don't have to come all the way into the game to use it. When you go to launch the game, one of the options... Oops, don't really need my flashlight. One of the options you'll be given is to simply go into the ship editor, and you can immediately go in, design a ship, and joy, joy, happy, happy, it's all done. So, like the last time, the first thing you really want to do is pick yourself out some really good asteroids and get them mined up. So let's do that, shall we? So there's going to be a little bit of repeat in this episode over our first one, but this is the start of a series. Whoops, yeah, way to go. Sometimes you end up chasing these things. It's almost embarrassing. But this is going to be the start of a series, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. Like I said, I was rather surprised at just how much was going on. I don't want water, thank you. There we go. Cargo pads are lovely things. This is actually a display on the front, okay? And that's going to become rather important. When you build your ship, you want to make sure you have these displays turned out so you can see them. It really does help. Yeah, you see that almost looked like it, but that's the actual display side. So let's see how we're doing, shall we? So any full crates. Okay, here we have a copper crate. It's not full. And back here, we should find a carbon crate. It also isn't full. So I'm just going to pull those out of the picture for the moment. I'm going to do the same here. There's carbon. And there's a not quite copper. Excellent. And our last one. There's the carbon. And there's the copper. Now the copper and the carbon I'm just simply going to store over here. And actually, I only want to store the ones that aren't full. I'll grab that back because it is actually full. So we've got a partial of copper and a partial of that. Now the carbon, I'm going to set here. There we are. The copper, I'm going to stuff into a refinery and get it underway. There we go. It's not a lot, but there's no point having it kicking around here. Alright, let's go gather up the iron now, shall we? And we'll see what it comes to. Alright, we're full up, are we? Okay. Let's grab the closest refinery. And fire them all in there. Get as many as we can. Boom. Start the process. And let's go to our last refinery that's not doing anything. Alrighty. So here's our first stack of copper. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's, where is my bolt? Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Other end? Yes. You do luckily have your own vault here. And it's the same sort of idea. Just scroll up to it and deposit it. Now you'll see we have 600 copper to go along with everything else. Alright. And what do we got here? Nice. These are all full. So I'm going to stick those in our vault as well. Alright. Now, where's my crate of half carts? There it is. Oh, that's the carbon. That's not that one. Alright, let's get some more asteroids underway here, shall we? Nice. And for the first while, that's all you're going to do is try and pick the ones that have all three of the valuable materials in them. And then you can start going for extra hydrogen and oxygen after. At least that's the way I like to do it. Obviously, you're more than welcome to do it in any order you choose. Okay, these are our partials, right? Right, so let's actually I shouldn't need to do that. I should be able to pretty much, that's a full one. Okay, let's grab that. That one's not full. And let's grab our carbon. They always take the lesser minerals off the asteroid first. So your copper and your carbon always show up first. And they always tend to be in the same spot. Okay. So now we got carbon. And I'm just going to put all of my carbon there for the moment. Now, an unfull copper. Let's put that in there. Oops. Where are we here? There we are. And what's this one? Oh, that's carbon. I'm actually going to use this one for carbon. Now, when you pick them back up, of course, any of the less than full ones, it will combine them in your inventory so you don't have half-empty boxes anymore. Okay. Now, let's head back over here, shall we? Gather up our iron. Okay. And we'll just fill it. There we are. Alright, now this one, I believe, okay, it's empty, but we were producing iron, so let's do so again. Let's fire you and you. And it's full. Okay. We'll grab those, and I'm going to briefly, actually, let's just go and take what we've got of those guys. What's this? That's carbon, eh? Okay. And we're going to put that and that. And I want one of these that's full. That'll be you. And we're going to add that. And that should allow us to make 600 steel. Boom. Process. Brilliant. Okie dokie. Let's grab these. There we go. And let's get them in here. Alright. So 6.6k iron, 600 copper. See, it's coming along. Obviously, this is a rather long, tedious process. Okay. And we are, of course, not going to allow these to sit here idle. So we'll find some mines for it to fetch. I mean, ideally, you want to try and get a system down where all of your machines are going to be working pretty much full time. I love the way the panels are done in these things. Okay, I should have a couple more full carbons, so I think what I'm going to do... I'll wait till I get one more of those. Okay. Let's go over here. Again, grab the copper. Grab the partial carbon. Now, this may not be the most efficient way to do things. It's just something that works for me. There we go. And what have you? 432. So, what did we end up for oddballs this time? Just that one, eh? There we go. Now, if we pick those up, it will combine them. So. And And here, did we end up with any oddball carbons? Okay, we've got one full and one partial. Oops, I didn't mean to pick that up. I meant to put it there. Okay. And okay, that combined that one for us. And now we've just got a 285 as a partial. Okay. So if we use any of the refineries here, we can make ourselves some more steel. Let's throw that and that. And oh, why are you full? What else is in here? Oh, I see. It is full of this. Okay, I'm going to use a different refinery then. I think. Let's just process what we've got here. 3.39 and process. Okay. Here we are. 600 steel. Nice. So we know we can make it here then. Oops. I don't know what I just put in there. Dang it. Yeah, it's not what I want. Luckily, you can just pull things out again there. So now, I would like to throw that in, and that in. Thank you very much. And I would like to make 600 steel. Brilliant. Let's grab our iron. Okay. Let's get this refined. I believe that's what this guy is working on pretty much full time. Yep. Okay. Are you full as well? Nope. That's alright. We're going to deposit you in the vault anyway. So, what else have we got here? Am I almost full or what? Oh, I am. Okay. I can dump copper. What are you doing? Anything? What are you doing? Okay, that one's full steel, so you shouldn't have anything else going on. Oh, a little bit of iron, eh? It's okay. I'm still gonna fire you, and get you to make me some copper. There we go. Lovely. Now I can pick you up. Alright. So it doesn't really take that long to build yourself up a reasonable inventory. You know, we've got 10,000 iron now. So, it's coming. It is coming along. That does take, it's, like I said, it's, you know, it's a process, but it's one that I kind of don't have an issue with. You know, it's a little bit grindy, but it's grindy in sort of a fun and interesting way. And that's sort of the best kind of grind, you know. And what are you hanging on to here? Just a bunch of iron. Okay. Let's get you finding stuff to chew apart. Boom. And let's get you finding stuff to chew apart. I need a little more iron, oh, don't I? Yeah. Oh, that's carbon. And we'll grab just enough to fill us up. And we'll come over here and we'll go yield do. Alrighty. And what do we got in this refinery? Alright, you're just waiting for the rest of this, aren't you? Okay, that's full. Woohoo! Very nice. Oh, my inventory's full. Let's see what we got. Yep, this guy wants iron as well. And it's full. 4.2k. Alrighty. So it's coming along pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. I will mine a bunch more. Or gather, or whatever you want to call it. And next episode we will actually get to the really kind of fun little heart of this, which is of course designing our own machine. So, hope you'll join me for that. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit the like button and leave yourself a comment and all of that happy stuff. If you would like to support the channel from through my Patreon channel, there's a link to that in the upper right hand corner, and that would be appreciated as well. There we are. Okay. But until next time, guys, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, and ciao for now.